We all want to know the answer to one question: how long will I live? While no one can predict the exact date, science has uncovered fascinating indicators that might reveal your longevity potential. What if I told you that your ability to stand on one leg or how fast you walk could determine whether you'll see your 90th birthday? These aren't just random abilities. They're scientifically proven predictors of your remaining years after 70. Today, we're diving into the 7 most reliable signs that science has validated as powerful predictors of longevity. These aren't based on speculation or trendy health fads. They're backed by decades of research and longitudinal studies from institutions like Harvard Medical School and the National Institute on Aging. The best part? Many of these indicators aren't fixed. They're aspects of your health and lifestyle that you can improve starting today. So whether you're approaching 70 or decades away, understanding these 7 signs could literally add years to your life. Let's get started. Sign number 1, grip strength. It may sound surprising, but the strength in your hands tells a remarkable story about your overall health and potential lifespan. Multiple large-scale studies have found that grip strength is one of the most reliable predictors of longevity in older adults. A landmark study published in the British Medical Journal followed over 140,000 adults across 17 countries and found that for every 5-kilogram decrease in grip strength, there was a 16% higher risk of death from any cause. Think about that. Something as simple as how firmly you can squeeze an object correlates strongly with how many years you have left. Why does this work? Your grip strength isn't just about your hands. It's a window into your overall muscle mass and strength. As we age, we naturally lose muscle through a process called sarcopenia. Those who maintain better muscle strength throughout their body typically show stronger grip measurements and consequently face lower risks of disability, falls, and premature death. The good news is that grip strength can be improved at almost any age. Regular strength training exercises that target not just your hands but your entire body can significantly improve this biomarker. Something as simple as squeezing a stress ball throughout the day or doing wrist curls with light weights can make a difference over time. Next time you shake someone's hand, remember that simple action reveals volumes about your biological age and health trajectory after 70. Sign number 2, walking speed. The speed at which you walk isn't just about getting from point A to point B, it's a powerful indicator of how long you might live. Scientists call walking speed the 6th vital sign because it integrates multiple body systems, including cardiovascular fitness, muscle strength, nervous system function, and balance. Research from the University of Pittsburgh found that adults over 65 who walk at least 3.3 feet per second, that's about 2.25 miles per hour, were likely to live longer than their slower walking peers. Even more striking, a study in the Journal of the American Medical Association showed that for every 0.1 meter per second increase in walking speed, there was a 12% reduction in mortality risk. What makes walking speed so revealing? It's a complex movement that requires coordination between your muscles, skeleton, heart, lungs, and brain. When you walk quickly, you're demonstrating that all these systems are functioning efficiently together. A slowing gait, on the other hand, often precedes health decline by years. The magic number seems to be around 1 meter per second, about 2.2 miles per hour. Those who walk slower than this threshold after age 70 show significantly higher risks of mortality in the next 10 years. But here's the encouraging part: walking speed is highly responsive to intervention. A structured walking program can increase your pace by as much as 0.2 meters per second within just 6 weeks, potentially translating to years of additional life. Try this simple test. Time yourself walking 10 feet at your normal pace. If it takes more than 4 seconds, you might want to work on picking up the pace. Your longevity could depend on it. Sign number 3, balance and one leg standing time. Can you stand on one leg for 10 seconds with your eyes open? If you're over 70, and the answer is yes, you've just passed one of gerontology's most telling tests of longevity. Balance might seem like a simple function, but it's actually an incredibly complex interaction between your vision, inner ear, peripheral nervous system, and muscular strength. A 2022 study published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine followed over 1,700 people aged 51-75 and found something remarkable. Participants who couldn't hold a one-legged stance for 10 seconds had an 84% higher risk of death over the next 7 years. This remained true even after researchers adjusted for age, sex, and underlying health conditions. What makes this test so powerful is that it integrates multiple body systems. Standing on one leg requires your brain to process visual information, your inner ear to maintain equilibrium, your nerves to sense your body's position, and your muscles to make constant micro-adjustments. As we age, these systems naturally decline, but the rate of decline varies dramatically between individuals. The good news, balance can be trained and improved. Simple exercises like deliberately standing on one foot while brushing your teeth or waiting in line can make a noticeable difference in just weeks. Tai Chi and yoga have also been shown to dramatically improve balance in older adults. Here's a simple way to test yourself. Stand near a counter or wall for safety. Lift one foot about 6 inches off the ground, and time how long you can hold this position. If you can maintain it for 30 seconds or more, congratulations. You're showing signs of excellent nervous system function and likely have years ahead of you. Sign number 4, lung capacity. Take a deep breath. How fully can you fill your lungs? The answer could reveal years of your future. Lung capacity, specifically what scientists call forced vital capacity (FVC), has emerged as one of the strongest predictors of longevity in older adults. A 29-year follow-up study from the Framingham Heart Study found that lung function was actually a better predictor of mortality than many traditional risk factors like cholesterol levels. People with above-average lung capacity at age 70 live significantly longer than those with diminished breathing ability, regardless of their smoking history. Why is lung capacity so telling? Your lungs are responsible for delivering oxygen to every cell in your body. As lung function decreases, so does your body's ability to power its most basic functions. Reduced lung capacity doesn't just make you short of breath, it stresses your heart, decreases your energy, and accelerates cellular aging throughout your body. The most remarkable aspect of lung capacity as a longevity predictor is that it doesn't just reveal respiratory health, it's a window into overall physiological resilience. Strong lungs correlate with better immune function, improved cognitive performance, and greater physical endurance. While lung capacity naturally decreases with age, its decline isn't inevitable. Regular aerobic exercise can significantly slow or even partially reverse age-related lung function reduction. Even more encouraging, specific breathing exercises like diaphragmatic breathing and pursed lip techniques can improve lung capacity at any age. A simple home test: count how many seconds you can speak continuously in a normal voice after taking a deep breath. Those who can reach 20 seconds or more typically show healthier lung function and better longevity prospects after 70. Sign number 5, social connections. We've covered several physical indicators of longevity, but this next sign might surprise you. The strength of your social relationships is one of the most powerful predictors of how long you'll live after 70. This isn't just about having company. It's a profound biological influence on your health. A meta-analysis published in PLOS Medicine reviewed 148 studies involving more than 300,000 participants and found that people with stronger social relationships had a 50% increased likelihood of survival compared to those with weaker social connections. This effect was comparable to quitting smoking and exceeded the benefit of physical activity or maintaining a healthy weight. The science behind this is fascinating. Social isolation triggers inflammatory responses in the body, similar to those caused by physical threats. Chronic loneliness increases levels of stress hormones, like cortisol, raises blood pressure, decreases immune function, and even alters gene expression in ways that accelerate aging. Conversely, meaningful social connections trigger releases of oxytocin and other neurochemicals that reduce inflammation, improve cardiovascular function, and strengthen immunity. People with active social lives typically show slower rates of cognitive decline and lower incidences of dementia after 70. The quality of relationships matters more than quantity. Having just a few deep, meaningful connections provides more longevity benefit than numerous superficial ones. Researchers have found that relationships involving reciprocity, where you both give and receive support, offer the greatest protective effect. If you're approaching or past 70, investing in social connections might be one of the most important things you can do for your health. Join a club, volunteer, reconnect with old friends, or take a class. Your life may quite literally depend on it. Sign number 6. Reaction time. How quickly can you respond to an unexpected event? Your reaction time is far more than just a measure of reflexes. It's a powerful window into your neural health and a surprisingly accurate predictor of longevity after 70. The UK Biobank study, which followed over 500,000 people, found that simple reaction time tests could predict mortality risk independent of physical health measures. Participants with slower reaction times showed significantly higher mortality rates over the following 7 years, even after accounting for age, sex, and existing health conditions. Why does this matter so much? Reaction time integrates multiple aspects of neurological function, including sensory processing, central integration, and motor response. It reflects the health of your nervous system as a whole, from the receptors that detect stimuli to the brain circuits that process information to the motor neurons that trigger movement. As we age, nerve conduction velocity naturally slows, but the rate of decline varies dramatically between individuals. Those who maintain faster reaction times are demonstrating better preserved neural pathways and more efficient brain function, both strong indicators of overall biological age and remaining lifespan. Beyond predicting mortality, reaction time correlates strongly with fall risk, driving safety, and cognitive decline. A slowing in reaction time often precedes diagnoses of dementia by several years. The encouraging news is that reaction time is malleable. Studies show that specific training exercises can improve reaction speed even in people over 80. Simple games like catching a drop ruler, playing ping pong, or using smartphone apps designed for reaction training can make measurable differences in just weeks. A quick self-test: have someone drop a ruler between your thumb and forefinger and see how quickly you can catch it. The lower the number where you catch it, the better your reaction time, and potentially the longer your remaining lifespan. Sign number 7, optimism and purpose. Our final longevity predictor moves from the physical to the psychological realm, yet its effects are just as biological. Your outlook on life, specifically your level of optimism and sense of purpose, has emerged as one of the most reliable indicators of how long you'll live after 70. A study from Harvard's T.H. Chan School of Public Health tracked nearly 70,000 women over 8 years and found that those in the top quartile of optimism had a 30% lower risk of dying from any cause compared to those in the bottom quartile. Similarly, research published in JAMA Psychiatry showed that adults over 65 with a high sense of purpose in life were 2.4 times more likely to remain alive after 5 years. The biology behind this is fascinating. Optimistic people show measurably lower levels of inflammation, better immune function, and lower stress hormone profiles. Having a purpose creates neurochemical patterns that directly counteract the physiological effects of aging. Beyond these direct biological effects, optimistic people with a sense of purpose make healthier lifestyle choices. They're more likely to exercise regularly, maintain healthier diets, adhere to medical advice, and engage in preventive health measures, all behaviors that compound their longevity advantage. What's particularly valuable about this sign is that unlike some genetic factors, optimism and purpose can be cultivated at any age. Techniques like gratitude journaling, meditation, cognitive reframing, and involvement in meaningful activities have all been shown to increase optimism and sense of purpose, even in those who naturally tend toward pessimism. Ask yourself, do I wake up most days looking forward to what's ahead? Your honest answer might reveal more about your longevity prospects than many medical tests. As we've seen, the question of how long you'll live after 70 isn't determined by a single factor. It's written in the complex integration of your physical capabilities, social connections, and psychological outlook. These 7 signs offer powerful insights, not just because they predict longevity, but because most of them represent aspects of health that remain within your control. Remember, these indicators aren't destiny, they're information. If you discovered that you're falling short in some areas, take heart. Studies consistently show that improvements in any of these domains, even modest ones, can significantly impact your longevity trajectory. Perhaps the most important takeaway is that aging well isn't about adding years to life, but life to years. The same activities that improve your grip strength, walking speed, lung capacity, reaction time, balance, social connections, and outlook don't just help you live longer, they help you live better. I encourage you to use this information not with fear, but with empowerment. Each of these 7 signs represents an opportunity to take meaningful action today that could extend your tomorrow. After all, the best predictor of longevity isn't just how well you're aging now, it's what you decide to do next. What longevity sign will you work on improving today? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more science-backed content on living your longest, healthiest life. Until next time.